Boudica. Her name echoes through history, a whisper of defiance, a roar of rebellion. A warrior queen of the Iceni tribe, she dared to challenge the might of the Roman Empire. Her story is one of courage, vengeance, and ultimately tragedy. Boudica's rebellion shook the Roman Empire to its core. It stands as a testament to the human spirit's unyielding will to resist oppression, even against overwhelming odds. Boudica's tale is not merely one of military might. It is a poignant reminder of the human cost of conquest. It speaks to the enduring strength of those who fight for their freedom, their land, their very way of life. In the annals of history, Boudica remains an emblem of resistance. Her name continues to inspire, a symbol of defiance against tyranny. The mists of time shroud Boudica's early life. We know little of her beginnings. What we do know is that she was born into a noble Iceni family in early Roman-occupied Britain. The Iceni, a proud and fiercely independent people, inhabited the fertile lands of East Anglia. Boudica's upbringing likely instilled in her a deep love for her land and people. She would have witnessed the growing influence of Rome. The Romans, with their legions and laws, encroached upon the Iceni's traditional way of life. This clash of cultures, of freedom versus subjugation, laid the groundwork for the conflict to come. The Roman Empire, a vast and powerful entity, prided itself on its civilization. However, Roman rule often came at a steep price for the conquered. The Iceni, initially granted client kingdom status, soon experienced the harsh realities of Roman domination. Heavy taxes were levied, their lands were seized, and their customs were suppressed. The breaking point came upon the death of Boudica's husband, Prasutagus. Hoping to secure his family's future, Prasutagus had bequeathed half his kingdom to Nero, the Roman emperor. He believed this act of appeasement would protect his people. He was wrong. Upon Prasutagus's death, Roman officials seized his entire kingdom. Boudica and her daughters were publicly flogged, and their lands were plundered. This act of barbarity ignited the flames of rebellion. The Iceni, fueled by rage and a thirst for vengeance, rallied behind Boudica. She became their queen, their symbol of defiance against Roman tyranny. With Boudica at their helm, the Iceni rose up. They were not alone. Other tribes, chafing under the yoke of Roman rule, joined the rebellion. The rebellion was swift and brutal. Boudica's forces, driven by fury and a desperate desire for freedom, unleashed their pent-up rage upon Roman settlements. The first to fall was Camulodunum, a symbol of Roman rule. The city was sacked and burned, its inhabitants slaughtered. The Romans, caught off guard by the ferocity of the uprising, struggled to contain the spreading rebellion. News of the Iceni victory at Camulodunum spread like wildfire. Emboldened by their success, Boudica's forces marched south. Their target, Londinium, a burgeoning trading center and a symbol of Roman power. The Roman 9th Legion, dispatched to quell the uprising, was routed by the Britons' sheer ferocity. Londinium met the same fate as Camulodunum. It was burned to the ground, its inhabitants massacred. From the ashes of Londinium, the rebellion raged on. Verulamium, another Roman settlement, was also destroyed. Boudica's forces, swelled by tribes eager to cast off Roman rule, seemed unstoppable. The Roman Empire, for a brief moment, teetered on the brink of losing its grip on Britannia. The Britons, inspired by their warrior queen, fought with a ferocity that shocked even the battle-hardened Romans. The tide of the rebellion turned at the Battle of Watling Street. Gaius Suetonius Paulinus, a skilled Roman general, regrouped his forces. He chose his battleground carefully, a narrow defile that negated the Britons' numerical advantage. The Roman legions, disciplined and well-equipped, formed a formidable line. The Britons, though courageous, were no match for the Roman war machine. Their charge was met with a hail of Roman javelins and the disciplined advance of the legions. The rebellion, which had burned so brightly, was crushed. The Britons suffered heavy losses, their dreams of freedom extinguished in the blood-soaked mud. The fate of Boudica remains shrouded in mystery. Some accounts claim she took her own life, refusing to be captured. Others suggest she died of illness following the defeat. Regardless of her end, Boudica's legacy lived on. She became a legend, a symbol of resistance against oppression. Boudica's rebellion, though ultimately unsuccessful, sent shockwaves through the Roman Empire. It forced the Romans to reconsider their brutal tactics. It demonstrated that Roman rule, though formidable, was not invincible. Boudica's story continues to resonate today. She reminds us that even in the face of overwhelming odds, the human spirit can rise up. She stands as a testament to the courage of those who fight for freedom, for their land, for their very identity. Boudica, the warrior queen, may have been defeated, but her spirit of defiance lives on.